Hello, everyone. James Wilson here. And today I'm going to do my final 2024 presidential election prediction. It's been tough. There's a few states I'm just not 100% sure on, but I just have to go with the data that I have and just move on with it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am very confident that this is the floor for each candidate. So the floor for Harris is 226. The floor for Trump is 219. And we have 7 of this swing states. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. We'll get started in the state of Nevada. The state of Nevada, I'm going to go ahead and give this a tilt Republican. Or I guess this is lean here. So let me change it to tilt. And I'm going to explain to you why it's tilt. There's a lot of reasons. Number one, early voting. They're doing a lot better. Republicans are doing a lot better on early voting. Number two is the demographics work more in Trump's favor. When you factor in Hispanics trending to the right, you're factoring in, the no tax on tips, even though Harris stole that idea from Trump. I think the people are finally seeing through that it was actually Trump's idea. And a lot of people in Nevada work for tips. We all know in Vegas and Reno, they work for tips. Lots of casinos and that kind of stuff. So I think Trump's got the edge on that. And also, I know it's a mail-in state, and I know that he lost by 2.4% last time. So this is kind of a stretch putting it in. But when you look at Republican registration, registration is up. So all signs point to Trump except for the fact that he lost it by 2.5 points last time. So I'm just going to go ahead and make that a tilt margin, and I'm going to give him plus 0.3. Trump plus 0.3. So he's going to win by 0.3%. Moving on to Arizona, where I also give this a tilt margin for Donald Trump. I give him a point. The illegal immigration and stuff like that, the Hispanics are turning to the right. Registration's looking better for Republicans. And just Arizona overall, when you look at the issues and where the state is located, you realize that the issues work very well for Donald Trump. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a tilt margin for Trump. And in the state of Georgia, I was going back and forth on this one because of early voting. I don't completely trust the early voting numbers, but there is the turnout. You have to agree with the turnout is extremely high. As I said, I think this is a razor thin election. I give Trump a half a point based on everything. I think he will underperform the polling. I think that, I think that at the end of the day, he will prevail. The voting is more secured as well. There's less mail-ins, less shenanigans going on, I guess, if you want to say. But I can definitely see Harris winning this, and I can definitely see Harris winning the whole thing. I'm just being honest with you. But anyways, North Carolina, I'm going to give that to Trump by 1.5%. I think he will win it again. Based on early vote data, it's looking pretty good for him. And he did pretty well last time. I know Robinson may hurt him in the race, but the black turnout in North Carolina and Georgia is not quite as good as it was last time. So I am going to go ahead and give it to Donald Trump. In the state of Wisconsin, I have Harris by 0.9. I think she's going to win by 0.9. The early vote data doesn't look very good for her. I think a lot of the people in the state of Wisconsin, they just don't like Trump's rhetoric. The people are kind of more low key, probably want someone that they feel is a little bit more, positive. I don't know how you want to say it. But at this point, I am giving it a tilt margin to Harris. Now, all these states are tilt. So far, anything within 2 is tilt. But at this point, I think a 0.8 or 0.9% victory for Harris is probably what's going to be. I'll give Harris 0.6, actually, because last time Trump lost it by 0.3. So I'm going to change it to 0.6, but I think it's going to be razor thin. In the state of Michigan, I have Harris winning by about 2 points, and that's going to be a lean margin. And I don't see him winning this state at all, and it's not looking good for Republicans in the state of Michigan when it comes to just all the above. It's a tough call, but I'm going to give it to Harris plus 2. Harris plus 2. So that's my call on that. And in the state of Pennsylvania, this is the toughest state for me because Republicans are doing well in the early vote compared to last time. I know there's more Republican registrations. They just have to get out there and vote. I'll give it to Trump by the thinnest of thinnest margins, folks. I'm not 100% confident on this. I'm going to give Trump by 1/4 point. I'm going to say Trump, I'll give him Trump 0.2. And there's going to be some recounts. I assume that this is going to be contested. And I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of these states were contested for recounts by either campaign, because I think this is going to be a rager tight election. I know that the history shows that these 3 states vote together. And so Pennsylvania can easily go for Harris. But when you look at the Republican data, the registration data, and the early vote shares, I can't ignore that something is going on in Pennsylvania. But as I said, I'm not 100% confident in the state. And really, I'm not confident in either Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, or Georgia. I'm pretty confident in Arizona, maybe North Carolina, and Michigan. I'm confident in those 3 states. I'm not really too confident in these 4, and I could be way off. But, Lumpkin and his keys and everything, he's, predicting a Harris victory. Now, I don't think he does this electoral college stuff, but he is predicting a Harris victory. And to be quite honest with you, I hope he's wrong, but has a very good track record. He's been accurate, mostly accurate. I'm going to say mostly. He was wrong in 2000, but I saw that the Republicans actually have an edge on the electric now, +3, and that hasn't happened in a long time. So, I don't know. And as I said, I'm not really confident in this race because The Democrats, they pull everything out. They have experience over ballot harvesting. I keep talking about that. I keep talking about the faith over fear versus stay at home and being safe. I just hope that Republicans did enough in Pennsylvania to pull him ahead, because I don't think he's winning Michigan. Okay, so this is my final prediction. As I said, not too confident on it. My friend and I, we made a little bit of a bet. I don't know where he stands on certain states, but we have 4 more states that I have to call, like who's going to win by what. And, you know, I have Florida because we used to live down in Florida. I have Trump winning by, I'll just tell you, DeSantis won it by about 19 last time, but that was against Christ, who's horrible. I'm going to give Trump 7.7 because 7's my lucky number. So Florida, Trump's going to win by 7.7%. Texas, last time he won by 5.6. I don't know. It's a tough call, but I'll just say an even 6, I guess, 6.0. I'm hoping. That would put Cruz over the finish line. Tennessee, I'm not really sure about Tennessee. I'll have to get back with you on that. I'll have to take a look at it. Colorado, I'm just going to throw a number out there, 12.6. Because Colorado's evil. So 6 is an evil number. 6 times 2 is 12 and 0.6. So I'd say Harris wins by 12.6% in Colorado, 7.7% in Florida. And I know what? I don't like 6 for Texas. I'll say 5.7 for Texas. 5.7 for Texas because 7's a lucky number. So. And Tennessee, I'll have to take a look at about it, how much he won last time. I haven't had time to look at that, but I'll let him know. But it's a solid Trump win. So this is my prediction. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to my channel. Any questions, comments would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Bye-bye.